Welcome in, Sagittarius, to Great Awakener Ether Realm. My name is Kimberly, and I am going to be doing a weekly astrological report for Monday, January 27th through February 2nd, 2025. So to start off, we have got the moon in Capricorn, which is your second house of values, how you see your self-worth, how you earn your money, and how you spend your money. Okay? This is on Monday, and the moon is going to then go into a sextile to Capricorn, or excuse me, to Saturn in Pisces. Saturn is the natural ruler of Capricorn, so we have a little bit of a mutual exchange there. So you might be, Pisces is your fourth house of home and family, so and the mother. So you might be spending some money to improve your home, taking your family out for some dinner, something around there. Okay. We also have the moon coming in to oppose Mars and trine Uranus. Now, if you watch my videos these last couple of weeks, I was talking about the full moon in Cancer, happened 2 weeks ago. It was at that 23-degree axis. The moon is now going to come around and hit that 23-degree axis, but oppose it, okay? So we still have Uranus at 23 degrees, making a trine to it. Now, that is your sixth house of daily habits, work, health, anything that you do on a daily basis, okay? Uranus has been in Taurus for 6 or 7 years. You're probably used to the energy by now. You're probably doing a lot of changing up with your daily habits. We also have the opposition to Mars in Cancer. Now, Cancer is your eighth house of other people's money, sex, death, transformation. So you got something going on here with your money sectors and your value sectors, okay? Mars has been in retrograde since December 6th. It started out at Leo at 6 degrees and then went backwards into Cancer. It is coming out February 23rd. So you may be doing some introspection in your 8th house here about debts, taxes, again, sex, death, transformation, okay? Also happening on Monday, we have Mercury entering Aquarius, where it makes an immediate conjunction to Pluto. Pluto has just moved into Aquarius in November and is going to be staying there for 19 years. I explained more of this in my earlier videos. Okay, Pluto is the planet of transformation. It also governs the 8th house, which you have highlighting here for Cancer. But Scorpio for you is your 12th house ruler, subconscious, hidden secrets, dreams. And Aquarius is your 3rd house of communication, community, short distance travel, early learning. So you have a lot of emphasis on your 3rd house right now. Maybe you're doing a lot of short distance traveling. Maybe thinking about, let's see, a lot of communication, definitely a lot of communication. But then we have the moon make a sextile to Venus and Neptune in Pisces, again, your home sector. So a lot of things going on in your value sector as opposed to your home sector, okay? The moon then enters Aquarius, where it's going to highlight that conjunction even more so. So a lot of emphasis on your 3rd house. Also has to do with vehicles. Maybe you're looking to get a new vehicle. Of course, the moon rules Cancer, so and that has to do with your, taking out loans. Might be taking out a loan to get a new vehicle, possibly. Anything to do with communication or commerce. Also, Mercury also rules your seventh house of Gemini and your 10th house of career. Um, Seventh house is partnerships, romantic or business, and also open enemies. Virgo is all about your career and reputation. So a lot of transforming going on in maybe possibly you might be doing some short distance travel for your career, business partnerships, something to that effect. Okay. So moving on to Wednesday, we have a new moon in Aquarius at 9 degrees. Now, Mercury and Pluto are at 1 degrees at the moment, and new moon is at 9 degrees. So even though they're a little bit far apart, it's enough of a conjunction to call it a conjunction with the moon kind of going in between them. So the sun rules Leo, which is your fifth house of, your ninth house of expansion. The sun is in detriment in Aquarius, meaning that it can't do its best work. The sun is all about the ego, and doing your own thing, being recognized for your accolades. Okay, as to where Aquarius is more about the community, and it is about individualism, but it's about what you can contribute to your community, what individuals can contribute to their own community. Okay, so, or of course to the collective. It doesn't have to be just your community, but to the collective humanitarianism as a whole. All right, so the sun is kind of grumpy in Aquarius. It doesn't really do its best work. It has to kind of humble itself when in there. But then we end up having, so the new moon is at 9 degrees, and Jupiter, your ruling planet, is at 11 degrees in Gemini. So the moon comes right out from this new moon and makes a trine to Jupiter. And then a couple days later, the sun will also make that same aspect. So Jupiter has been in Gemini since last May. It is in retrograde right now. It will be going forward on February 4th. Jupiter is also at its detriment in Gemini. It rules your sign, which is all about you're the natural ruler of the ninth house. It's all about expansion, higher learning, long distance travel, learning about other cultures and other languages, okay? As to where Gemini is about the community, okay? Building fences, only, it's early learning, so only learning your own language kind of thing. It has to do with neighbors, siblings, okay? So you have the two biggest hitting heavy planets in astrology that are in their detriment zones at the moment. But then they're going to come in and do a trine with each other, which is the best aspect you can get in astrology. So it's kind of like, they're feeling grumpy. They're not very friendly in these sectors, but they come in and make this trine, and it's like they kind of trade energy with each other. It's like come in and give each other a helping hand. Okay, so that happens Wednesday and Thursday. Okay. So then you have the moon coming in and do a little sextile to Chiron in Aries. Aries is your fifth house of children, romance, and creativity. Chiron has been in there since 2018, probably used to the energy by now. But it's really more of a dormant planet until something comes along and triggers it, such as the moon. Okay, it's more of an underlying energy. So you've been having a lot of, Chiron is the wounded healer, so you've probably been having a lot of wounds being healed in your fifth house. Okay, so then on Thursday, Uranus in Taurus turns direct. It's been retrograde for about 5 months now. So that is your sixth house of daily habits. Again, I kind of already went over this. It's going to come in and trigger this 23-degree axis again. Okay, like the moon. We already explained, this axis. Now you're going to make the moon is going to come in and square Uranus at the exact time that Uranus is going direct. So wake up call, is going to help wake up that planet, right? Uranus is the great awakener. It's probably been transforming a lot of your daily habits, your work, your health. And the moon is going to come in and help wake it up just a little bit more. Okay. After that, this day, this is when the sun also trines Jupiter. Okay, which is a wonderful aspect for you. Okay, community, partnerships. So, yeah. A lot of maybe communications going on with a partner, short distance travel with partner, maybe with business partners as well. Okay, and then so we come in. We have a little bit of a reprieve here after the moon squares Uranus. It doesn't make any more aspects until it goes into Pisces and then ends up squaring Jupiter. So there's a few hours in there when the moon isn't making any aspects and it can just be the moon, okay? To just kind of let your emotions kind of float, okay? So the moon comes in Pisces, your fourth house, family, home, and makes a square to Jupiter in your partnership sector. You might have maybe a little bit of upheaval in your home with your partner. You may have to deal with something with your family, and it may interfere with a business partnership, but the moon is fleeting, so it doesn't last too long. Okay. All right, and then we have the moon conjuncting Saturn. Okay. Saturn is the natural ruler of Capricorn, but it's also the traditional ruler of Aquarius as well. So a lot of emphasis on, beginning the week with your values and then going throughout the week with your communication, community, short distance travel, and then going into your home and your partnership sector. Let's see here. The moon then comes in and makes a sextile to Uranus and a trine to Mars. Again, Cancer is your eighth house, other people's money, intimacy, sex, death, transformation. A lot of emphasis on transformation when it's in your eighth house. Scorpio is the natural ruler of the eighth house. Okay. And you have your Pluto in Aquarius, and then you have Mars in Cancer. Those two planets rule Scorpio. So excuse me. So you have, you had these oppositions here, and then they come in and make trines and sextiles. So whatever upheaval you may have had on Monday, these are going to come in and soften those aspects. Okay. Let's see here. The next thing that happens, which I absolutely love, is Venus conjuncts Neptune and then the moon comes in to conjunct Neptune, Venus, and the North Node at 27-28 degrees in Pisces. Your home sector, home, family, and the mother. Okay, you have a whole stellium here in Pisces, which we did speak about last week, but this is a once in a lifetime aspect. Okay, Neptune has been in Pisces for about 14 years now, 13 to 14 years, and it's going to move into Aries March 30th, where it is going to go forward for a little while, and then it's going to retrograde back into Pisces for a bit, okay? But you have Venus, which is exalted in Pisces. It can do its best work in Pisces, okay? Then you have Neptune, which is the natural ruler of Pisces, and also the higher octave of Venus, as to where Venus is all about partnerships, love, your values, how you earn and spend your money. It's in the 3D. Neptune is all about 5D love, like universal spiritual love. Okay, it's very ethereal. And then you have the moon come in to join them along with the North Node. The moon is all about emotions, okay? And then the North Node is all about destiny, your future. As discussed last week, that's where eclipses take place. So it's a real, eclipse season is coming in March, and it's a real, beginner. It's a good start to eclipse season. It's very ethereal, very laid back. Like, you can't get any softer than Venus and Neptune. And, and then the moon, of course, rules Cancer, which is your 8th house. So, transformation, sex, death, intimacy. Okay. A lot of the subconscious, ethereal going on here in your home and family sector. Okay, if you have any planets around that 27-28 degrees, it will hit it the most. All right, but I also, you don't getting conjunctions with planets isn't a huge deal, but when you have, first the moon came in and was conjunct when Mercury and Pluto were conjunct. It's kind of rare to have the moon also get in on it, and then it comes in and does Neptune, Venus, and the North Node. Like that, it's once in a lifetime. Okay, so Saturday is going to be very nice for you at home. You're probably going to want to spend some time at home. Okay. Let's see, after that, the moon then enters Aries, which is your 5th house. Children, romance, creativity. Where then sextiles, Mercury will be moved on to about 8 degrees by this time. So you're going to have sextiles with Pluto, Mercury, then the Sun, like all in a row. Just sextiles are great aspects, and maybe you will be doing some short distance travel with your children or with a romantic partner. Yeah, I mean, 3rd house and 5th house, going within your community to, maybe you'll find a romantic partner in your community, So, there are many ways to read this depending on your situation, but it really does look like the end of the week is going to be all about community and home and a little bit of romance. Okay? So I am going to leave it there. Until next week, if you want to know what's going on next week, you can subscribe, like. If you have any questions, you can comment. I do offer personal readings for astrology, tarot, a lot of other healing modalities. I do have a sale going on right now for distant Reiki, remote Reiki, for $60 for an hour. And yes, Reiki does work at a distance. I work on my family members all the time, and they are states away from me. So I can work on anybody in the world. Okay, if you're interested, you can check out my website. Until then, it's looking like you're going to be having a pretty good week here, Sagittarius. So really, yeah, really nice aspects, especially in your home sector there. All right? Until next time, Sagittarius. Bye.